Monet issue and the foundation. I read that you said Monet doesn't make things impossible, but in the same time you need to care for Monet, right?
Well, so it's very difficult to build a collection in a very short period of time. Number one, we don't have enough money to build the entire collection day one. We can't concentrate on every artist, so we pick our spots, and over the course of the last 20 years, we've made significant progress, but we work from artist to artist each year. It doesn't mean that we don't love artists that haven't entered the collection yet. We just haven't had the time or the money to ultimately do it all at once. And there's so much criticism of museum collections around the world today, but these take decades upon decades to build. It can't possibly happen overnight. There's either not enough money to do it, there's not enough time to do it, there's not enough bandwidth within an organization to do it.
But, for example, you fix some limits for you don't want to purchase for such a big price, for example.
So we try to get to the artists early on in the career. Like, we're not buying abstract expressionism today. It's prohibitively expensive today, but most of the abstract works entered the collection in the early to mid-90s. So we're working with artists today that have created work for the most part in the 80s or the 90s, or are continuing to create work today, like Bryce Martin, like a Mark Bradford.
But not young artists, right?
We won't buy an artist unless he or she have been working for at least 15 years.
So there's a paradox. You want to be early on, but they need to be 15 years experience.
Yes, and it gives us a chance to really look at the career as a whole. A career can't happen in 2 or 3 years. A career starts to evolve in 15 years and hopefully 30 years. And as you know, art history takes 30, 40, 50 years to cast the die on whether an artist is going to be critically important or not. And as a result, when we wait 15 years, we get enough of a time to try to make an informed decision.
But in the same time, we know that there's some speculation on some artists, even if they are good.
There's a lot of speculation.
And Mark Bradford is super expensive today.
Fortunately, we got to Mark Bradford very early, and he was very kind to us and allowed us to do things because he believed in what we were trying to accomplish. Mark's a good man and a good friend.
And you still buy painting from Mark Bradford?
The last work that we bought was a video work by Mark Bradford.
From the Biennale, right?
Yes, that's correct.
But do you buy big paintings?
We have a number of big paintings of Mark's, yes.
Merci.